everyone. So sorry. We have been getting ready and getting prepared for you to join us here on our News 8 streaming app, the News 8 Plus app, of course. We have been watching these roads so far all morning. We've seen the snow come to an end for a lot of us over the past hour or two, so we're not going to expect any more snow. But do want to give you a couple of those interstate updates as well as road conditions. But we are continuing to see, again, I-80. Interstate's looking pretty decent, but you still want to take it easy out there this morning as there's still going to be some slick spots. It'll take some time to get those road crews out there. Here's a look at Interstate 74 across the area too. Also be mindful of those overpasses and those bridges. They can also develop some pretty icy conditions quickly because they just don't have any insulation underneath them. So allows that cooler air underneath to kind of influence those slushier, icy conditions. Right now, road conditions still showing 100% covered along and north of Interstate 80 for the most part. Down to our south, we have been seeing a lot better conditions because they didn't get as much snow. We saw a transition line pretty close to those areas like Burlington and Galesburg, where there was a wintry mix. I heard a couple reports from the Galesburg region where they only had just about a dusting near those areas, and then we started to see those accumulating amounts closer to the Quad Cities and, of course, north. We'll take a closer look at some of those totals that we have been seeing sent in so far for this morning, as well as from the National Weather Service. But first, we do have the Beast outside for us this morning, and they have been out and about the Quad Cities region. We have Marshawn Gunn in the Beast right now. Hey, Marshawn, where are you and what have you been seeing so far as you've been going around town?
Yeah, Morgan, we're out here in downtown Rock Island on 3rd Avenue. And we've been driving around for the past few hours, and I'll go ahead and turn around the camera, and here in Rock Island, the roads are still pretty covered. Like you said, the snow has stopped, and we've now seen some of those crews here in Rock Island start to come out and clear the parking lots and the roads here. One thing I've noticed is that it is blowing around the snow quite a bit. So we were sitting in one parking lot there for a while, and some of the snow just really was blowing, and it's really, but the visibility is still all right though. Like I said, the snow stopped. So, but I'll go ahead and turn it back around here. Some people are out on the roads, but it's very few still. But as the morning goes on, I'm sure it will pick up. But for now, Morgan, I'll see you.
Hey, thanks, Marshawn, and thanks for riding around with us this morning. Of course, we'll have the Beast still continuing out there through our 8 o'clock show, as well as doing another stream for you guys to give you some more updates on the forecast, as well as those road conditions as we get into the 9 o'clock, of course, right here on our News 8 streaming app. But I do want to give you an update on the forecast, as well as some of those snowfall totals that we have been seeing so far for this morning. So here's a look at snowfall totals so far. Again, National Weather Service has been slowly giving us updates from reports that they have been getting, as well as I have been getting some reports from you guys. And I will say, we need your measurements. You actually have to go out there with a ruler and measure. The best way to measure, you go pick a couple of spots where you know it's flat in your yard. Maybe do like 3 or 4 different measurements, take the average, and that's about what you saw in your area. So Dubuque getting about 5.4 inches at the Dubuque airport. 5 inches in Albany, Illinois, 6 inches in Maquoketa, 5.3 in Savannah, 4 inches in Clinton, and then here in the Quad Cities at the Davenport Airport, 3.2, at the Moline Quad City International Airport, 2.2 inches. And again, this was really light, fluffy snow. So again, like Marshawn was saying, a lot of the snow could be blowing around there this morning. That's why we're keeping this weather impact alert in place for you guys until about 10 o'clock. Once we see the sun come out, and it is going to come out, that will help the roads a lot more. Of course, it is going to be cold this morning. We have temperatures in the 20s for us, 26 degrees now in Moline. We're going to actually see temperatures drop throughout the day today. So this is going to be the warmest part of the day for us. Gusts right now are as high as 20 to 25 miles per hour. Again, since the snow was so light and fluffy, those breezy winds can kind of toss the snow at times back onto those road surfaces. So again, through the morning, use the caution, take a couple minutes, be sure you're practicing safe driving skills with the snow. I know it looks a little bit better. It is not as impactful as it was last weekend, but still seeing a lot of roads like you just saw on the Beast there covered out there and some pretty slick conditions too. Regardless though, live radar is showing a lot quieter conditions. And this area of low pressure has been moving incredibly fast. It's already pushing itself into Indiana this morning. Just about an hour ago, it was just near the Quad Cities. So again, very quick moving system that continues to push off to the east, dropping in those northerly winds. That's why we're going to see dropping temperatures as we head into the afternoon, regardless of bringing out the sunshine for us. I'm already actually seeing sunshine as far as close to us as Iowa City. So it's going to be here sooner than later. But again, we'll keep that weather impact alert in place until 10 o'clock this morning. Those slick roads will continue, but likely going to look a lot better for us as we get into the afternoon. So here's a look at the wind gust tracker. It's going to be the breeziest for this morning too, between 25, maybe even getting an increase to 30 miles per hour at times as we head through the morning. But we will decrease those winds slowly throughout the day today, getting gusts only to around 15 miles per hour by the time we get to this evening. So in turn, it is going to be a wind chilly day. We're going to feel like the teens all morning. Then by the afternoon, with those falling temperatures, we're going to feel like the single digits. And then by this evening, once we see the sun set, it's going to feel like the negatives. But check out what happens after midnight. Midnight to 1 a.m. We go from -2 to feeling like 4 degrees. So we're actually going to see rebounding conditions into tonight as those winds really start to quiet things down. And we'll return some southerly winds into your Monday, which should help rebound temperatures just a little bit for us. It'll be that transition day back into a little more warmth. So again, through this morning, we're going to watch those clouds clear out, bring in the sun by afternoon. Those northerly winds keep us chilly. We're dropping down to 3 degrees overnight tonight, but we will see rebounding temperatures overnight into tomorrow. So we go back to the mid-20s for your Monday, likely going to see mostly cloudy skies at times. I am hopeful that we could get those clouds to break up just a little bit into the afternoon to bring in some more sunshine for us, which again will help improve roads, even if you do see a couple of icy, slushy patches continuing into the day today or even into tomorrow morning. But then what's happening next, and when can you expect our next round of some snow? This is taking a look at the extended future track into the upcoming week. Our next system is set to arrive late Wednesday into Thursday morning. Of course, we're still several days out, so this timeline could definitely change, but still has been pretty consistent in the timeline of around Thursday. Looks like it's going to be basically a similar event to what we saw this morning, a very quick moving, this is what we call a clipper system. They're fast, they usually don't have too much moisture associated with it, but still does bring in the threat for some snow for us as we get into your Thursday, and that also will drop in some cooler temperatures as we get into the into the end of your week and going into next weekend. So let's take a look at that 8-day tracker, because we get this little almost heat wave for us here. We'll start to see a lot of this begin to melt a little bit more for us by the time we get to Tuesday, but with that snow melt, it is going to launch some moisture back into the atmosphere, so we likely could be dealing with some fog at times, especially in that Tuesday to Wednesday timeline, but likely going to see mostly cloudy skies. At least temperatures, though, are going to be a lot more seasonable for us in the mid-30s, even getting to 40 degrees by Tuesday. Then, of course, that round of some snow showers is going to push in by Thursday with highs in the mid-20s. And then it's going to be a lot colder. It looks like trending into the end of the week and next weekend as we drop down into the teens. And this is kind of the trend here for us. It's very winter, very typical winter-like. We get a little bit of warmth, and then we get a system to drag in that cold air. And then we get a little more warmth. But right now, looking at least into that second week, we are seeing at least some drier conditions for us as well. So, of course, we are going to continue to monitor these road conditions. We'll give you all new live updates as we get into News 8 or Good Morning Quad Cities Sunday, of course, coming up here at 8 a.m. And then we'll have another stream that you can join us here right back here on our News 8 Plus streaming app, giving you more updates on what roads are looking like. And I do think by that 9 o'clock hour, we're going to start to see some major improvements. For now, everyone have a fantastic Sunday morning, Quad Cities.